business, invest in the next property, or we can roll that profit over into an escrow account, into a 1031 exchange, and roll all those profits into the next property and defer the taxes, all of which we know how to do. But everybody won all between the equation. And it's all from what I was telling you all, it all starts by being the icon, being the go-to person in your sphere of influence. See, my sphere of influence is national. So what I do is I connect people nationally and make the dots connect. It makes sense. What he does it here, well, with me nationally, but in this market, he's doing it here for a real estate company. Right. Same thing for you guys in Minneapolis, which is my whole point. Through your branding, through your marketing, it's very easy to get someone to come and say, hey, yo, I got this deal, check it out. I got this deal, check it out. But as you're building, you want to think strategically of, well, this is why I don't have headaches and issues in regards to properties or exit strategy for properties. Yeah. I have an exit strategy because I'm catering to all sides of the market. Meaning, when you're doing home buyer seminars, you know what you're doing? Tell me, what are you doing when you do a home buyer seminar?
Like, if you're teaching it?
Yes.
You're showing people how to buy a home.
Right, correct. And what does that do for your company?
It opens up and people might come to you to buy a home. Is that right?
Correct. So what you've done is a few things. One, you put yourself in front of the room as the expert, and so you've built your brand presence larger. You've also recorded it on your social media and all those things. So you got more content now of you in front of the room and position yourself higher as an expert. You've educated and impacted lives and left a legacy, and they're all like, wow, this 18-year-old kid came into our church today. He taught us so much about real estate. How awesome is God? And you've created a whole new fan base, supporter base for yourself. But then also, as you've educated people on how to buy a home and built new relationships, you've also created a pool of end buyers for yourself. For as you and your dad go buy a property, renovate it, and then you want to flip it to someone, you now have a whole pool of people whom you educated to be homeowners. So now, when it's time for you to flip your property, you don't got to scramble around in a market. Who am I going to sell to? Who am I going to sell to? You got a whole pipeline of people to sell to who you already helped qualify, who would love to buy one of your properties and support you. And then, on top of that, you create, because we believe in win-win situations, you create the super win and say, not only am I going to sell you this property, I'm going to sell you this property, I'm going to leave $15,000 in equity for you. So you're not just buying a full market value property and that's just it. I'm going to sell you a property and I'm going to leave equity in it for you and your family. Because we don't need to make $45,000, we can make $30,000 and be okay. And leave $15,000 on the table for you. That's the win-win. That's how my business has flourished. I was telling that to Brandon the other day. I said, look, this is, people don't this is my true game, my true strategy. How I've literally made money hand over fist in real estate. I never tried to get all the money. I never cared to get all the money. I don't need the whole flip. I just need mine. And I'll leave some for you to get yours. And then what you do is you go tell your family and friends that, hey, I got a property from Jay and he left me equity on the table. I'm already up $15,000. A word? Or you pay their closing costs for them. Or you pay their closing costs and leave equity. Or you pay their closing costs and leave equity and credit them 6 months mortgage. Be Robin Hood. Everybody loves Robin Hood. Or be the black Robin Hood. Be the black Marcus Garvey, the real Marcus Garvey. And give back. So that's how we position ourselves that, yeah, we know real estate. We specialize in information. We've done it for 11 years. But our truest strategy is people just say build a buyer's list, build a seller's list. I don't just believe in that. I say entice and excite sellers and entice and excite buyers. So not only just build a list, but build a relationship with that list and offer value to both. So my value to investors is great investments. I don't sell real estate, I sell numbers. The numbers sell themselves. But then I don't have to worry about an exit strategy and how I get rid of a property because, right, same thing with our rehabs. We don't worry about tenants because we build good relationships with Section 8, good relationships with realtors. We give tenants properties that are very well renovated. We don't do shabby jobs as a company and as a brand. So these are little things that you do to position yourself, but all while you're doing it, you're gaining content at the same time. that's all going on all your channels, positioning yourself, you're getting HD photos, all that. It all works into this magical formula that's one big spillover, one big snowball that ends up being your igloo. Like that's it. That's all it is. And the rest of what you said is very easy. I'm gonna show you the property, but there's nothing really that magical about this property or any other property in regards to evaluating it. It's buy low, sell high. That's it. We bought this property for 40 grand. Renovation costs are gonna be between 20 and 30 grand, about 25. Depending on a couple things we could do a little higher or a little lower. So we'll be in it for like 65. It appraised in the market for 120, 115 the lowest. That was easy. It was an easy decision to make. Whether it's this, I don't even got all the other little details don't even matter. We got 3 contractors to come in and give us estimates. Then we got a 4th last minute who came in, who was local, who already had worked with this property previously, who gave us the best estimate. And we simply went with the best estimate and who we felt the most comfortable with. That was it. I knew what my costs were. I knew what the rehab costs were. I knew what it goes for in the market. I'm chilling. So even though so how I do it is just basic, like again, this is just basic homeboy math for real. It's like this is stuff you learn growing up in the hood. Is if this property appraised for 115 and we're in it for 60. So we got 55 on the table. Right? 55,000 potential profit. I know I can sell it for 100 and still make 40. I'm Gucci. I know I can sell it for 90 and still make 30. In 60 days, 45 days. I'll take 30,000 in 45 days. All day, every 45 days. That's it. It's not that hard. What makes it hard is people that are greedy, don't have any flexibility, don't have any strategy, don't think outside the box. Like, this ain't hard, man. Just buy right. Buy right, build relationships, and position yourself. See, what is hard is for those investors who don't follow Jay Morrison and follow everybody else, and you learn how to do all this investing stuff, but you don't build any presence for yourself. Therefore, nobody knows you, nobody cares to know you, you have no relationships with nobody. It's now you're stuck scrambling trying to sell a property because nobody has a relationship with you. Your name don't ring no bells. You don't got 10 buyers your phone you can call, 10 investors, 10 realtors, 10 anybody you can call because there's no relationship, no validity. You're just Joe Smo trying to make some money off real estate. There's no brand identity, there's no brand message. I don't even know, what do you stand for? Who are you? Are you just trying to make $1?
Oh, I didn't even know. I'll move it.
Oh, what's handicap? Oh, it might be handicap. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. We didn't see that one, King. Yes, sir. We're going to move it. Thank you. I appreciate you, King. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's just, the game I want to give you guys. But you had some more questions, though. You guys asked some great questions earlier. But questions in general, just based off that?
So you were in 55, right?
And bought it for 40. Got to put 25 into it. So in it for 65.
So how much would you rent it out if you weren't gonna sell it?
For about $1,300 a month.
So you'll make your money back in about a year. So.
No, I need more than that. 3. Yeah, about 3 years, something like that.
So this one came through just Chris. Was it a marketing deal or what did you do for the marketing to find this? Because that's some great equity in there at 45.
Right. You want to tell them?
I didn't do anything. I just built my brand presence. Someone who knew someone just ended up having an opportunity and called me.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what you're talking about, the elasticity between the brand presence and the deals coming in.
Yeah. You gotta announce yourself to the world. You gotta tell people what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's as simple as just him posting his YouTube videos, him being in posts with me, him being on Instagram, him whatever. People know what he's into now.
Right.
If people don't know you're into real estate investing, how can they support you as a real estate investor?
Right.
So if people in your sphere of influence take you serious, right? I know you're a serious guy. Whatever you've done, you've been pretty serious and legit. Or if you haven't been serious and legit in the past, but now you're recreating your brand as a serious, legit person. If people take you serious and a serious opportunity comes up in real estate, and you're in real estate, they're going to call you. That's my whole point. If you guys went and did one seminar or two seminars, whatever, one seminar a month for the next 12 months, by the end of that year, if anybody had any real estate questions, concerns, or opportunities in Minneapolis, it's a likelihood they will call you. From those momentum from those seminars, exposure from those seminars, plus the content grabbing from those seminars, and the promotions from those seminars. You now establish yourself as the experts. It's very simple.
And that translates to the bottom line at the end of the day.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
People don't establish themselves in the market. It's like you can't, whether, I'm not using a lot of street references just because y'all know, but if it was selling cookies, if you just go put a box of cookies on the shelf in the store, somebody might grab them. But if you never heard of the cookies, there's no presence of the cookies, you're probably going to grab the cookies you're more familiar with.
Right. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I hit home. Yeah.
You got to make yourself familiar in your market, which is very easy to do. Free 99.
He's ready to get in.
Excuse me?
He's ready to get in a parking spot.
Oh, that's your spot?
The handicap just sitting
Oh, where are the keys? I got the keys? You got the keys? I'll move it.
How you guys doing?
Great,
Good,
thank you,
good.
King. How are you?
Good.
All right. So why don't you guys talk to the Chris, tell them a little bit about your story. Chris, interview them. I'll be right back.